Wow, that was like 3.7 volts. I didn't see the current. I didn't see anything. All I saw was we just disappear into the middle of nowhere. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Drone video today. I've got some new batteries to test. So these are the new Turnigy Apex. These are 1.3 amp hour batteries, and these are capable of 180C. Now, for most people in FPV, you know, that might not seem like a huge, you know, groundbreaking difference, but from the beginning of RC, when I used to be involved in flight power, and we used to make the flight power batteries, that if any of you guys remember this, but basically we were like on 10C or something, like in the early days of lithium polymer batteries. And, you know, to see that 180C now is just wild. You know, it's just crazy. If we only knew what was going to be possible later on, yeah, madness how things move on. But yeah, anyway, so these are 6S, 1.3 amp hour, 1300 milliamp hour. And they are meant to hold the voltage a lot better. So they're kind of like, you know, obviously being a higher C rating, that's what you'd expect. Lower internal resistance and holding a better voltage under higher current draws, so higher load basically. So what I've got here to test these is a iFlight Mach R5 Sport. Remember the name of it, and this is a beast. It's not, I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff recently, like 400 mile an hour drones, which is, yeah, something I'm kind of quite interested in trying. But yeah, this thing can draw some serious current. So what I want to see is how these batteries kind of cope with that. I've been running what are these, R-line. This is the charger beeping. I'm charging one up at the moment. I'll show you this charger in a minute, it's really nice. So what I have been running on this is the R-Line Tattoo. I haven't flown this thing for a while. So this is a 1200, it's a little bit lower in capacity, but it flies pretty well on this. As I say, I haven't flown this for a while, probably about a year or so I don't know how this battery is gonna hold up. I'll have a warm up on this and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, what I want to see from these is higher voltage under load, you know, not getting as hot, even though it's knocking on 26, 27 degrees out here today. I picked this day because it's seems a little bit cooler, because you don't want to be kind of hammering batteries in like 30 plus degree heat. So hopefully these won't get too hot. I am going to hammer them. I'm not going to go stupid and pull them right down to the really low voltage, but I am going to push these pretty hard. I have done a couple of light flights on these just to get them sort of prepped up a bit, but yeah, other than that, yeah, we're going to give them some grief. So yeah, the other one's on charge here at the moment. I'll show you this. This is quite a nice little charger that I've picked up recently. So this is a Hota T6. So this is, you know, tiny little charger. Picked this up off of Amazon. It wasn't that expensive, and it runs on USB-C. So basically, proper power delivery. You just whack that in there from the power bank and it fires straight up. And yeah, pretty nice. It's got lots of warnings on the front when you turn it on. Always nice to see. Never charge lipos, you know, unattended. And it tells you what voltage you're getting in from the power delivery charger as well. This, like a lot of these other chargers, can act as a power supply as well, which I really like, because if you do lots of other stuff, like hobby related stuff, see, look, you can do power supply on there, so you can just set it up as a little power supply using a power delivery, and then gives you an XT60 as an output. That's a really nice little touch. I think it goes up to, voltage wise, it'll go up to, the only another annoying thing is I can't figure out how to turn this beep off. It goes up to 29 volts, if you want to know, and current wise, I don't know, it's capable of 300 watts, so work it out, whatever that is. Right, enough rambling, let's get flying. Right, okay, it's quite windy out here, but look at it, it's just like a desert out here. Yeah, so I've got the Tattoo battery on, and that's what I'm just going to have a little blast first and just see what it feels like. Oh, just to the back. Wow. Get how fast this thing is. So let's give it a little punch then. Getting lots of low battery stuff happening. Yeah, we're at 3.69 volts on here. So yeah, that is those batteries are dropping down to like 2 volts a cell or something. Low battery, 3.6. No, we're this is low. Okay, I mean, I was looking more at everything else rather than the voltage. I guess watching the footage back is going to be the one, isn't it? To see. Swap over to a, yeah, just having a quick look at the footage in the goggles. That was, those voltages were, that pack is actually knackered. So it's not really going to be a fair test between the two, is it? But at least we'll be able to see what these do. So let's just have a little blast around and see. Wow, so that was like 3.7 volts. I didn't see the I didn't see the current. I didn't see anything. All I saw was it just disappear into the middle of nowhere. Right, okay. It feels more floaty at lower throttle for a start. Yeah, no, that is wildly different. I mean, that pack's knackered, so it's not really worth kind of, talking about that too much. But crikey, that climb out was insane. Yeah, we're getting over 100 amps now without any. There wasn't any battery low voltage or anything like that. This is madness. Look at it. Absolutely ridiculous. Wowzers, that is brutally quick. Not this, but just that climb out was just brutally bonkers. Just absolutely miss. So what are we at? We're still at 3.7 volts. That was taking it quite low. Yeah, so I mean, they are good. They are good. Trying to concentrate. There's some breeze up there. There we are. I've been flying helis FPV, so this negative pitch thing is kind of, obviously you don't get any negative pitch with the drone. More videos to come on that. This is brilliant. That pack must have been puffed in that other tattoo, so it's not really a fair test. But I'm still at 3.6 volts here. I've been hooning it around, so I can probably come back and just say, call that done. 3.5 minutes of, yeah, it's quite a lot for blasting around. So what, we're at 136 amps max current, 1065 milliamps strong. I mean that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed with that. I mean it's warm, but it's not hot. Obviously it will get a bit hotter as it's sitting there, heat soak and all that. That's wild. I'm glad they sent me 2 batteries. I just checked my props actually. Christ, that climb out, I just watched that climb out back. It's just nuts, absolutely nuts. Something weird's going on. Getting a shimmer. I reckon a prop might be. Something's going on. Something loose. Something's vibing. Not in a good way. Right, let's bring this in. What's going on there? Something's definitely some sort of resonance or something in here. Props look okay. We'll just restart it and just see what that's all about. I'm doing it now. Cruising. It can hold it. We're on low battery now. Haha. Yeah, I think that was pushing the envelope, that was, wasn't it? Like sustained power for that amount of time. Yeah, it's not recovering. That's actually something I'd heard from somebody else. Like the voltage doesn't recover. We are low. I need to get down. So we've got like 500 milliamps out of it, and it's on 3.3 volts. Weird. But that first battery, whew, I'm stupid, aren't I? Because I split that flight into 2, didn't I? So it was 700 milliamps on the first one, 700 milliamp hours on the first one, and then what was the next one? And then 500 on the other. So I've got the full capacity. I just hammered the battery a bit hard. This one's starting to get warm now. Oh dear, I just put it on the charger just to sort of recover it. It's a bit all over the place. That first cell is 3.1. So yeah, I mean that's my fault entirely really, but we'll see how that recovers anyway. Hopefully that won't become a weak cell. Right, well it's bounced back into the game, so that's one thing. Whether it holds up long term is another thing. Let me just check the other battery. So this was the one that I took down a bit too low. Yeah, so don't do that guys. Don't go down too low. I mean we all do it, this is the thing, so it's good to know you know where the line is and everything like that. But yeah, let's check the other one and see what's going on with this one. It's cooling down now. See, this one's just sitting at a stable 3.7 volts all round. So yeah, obviously I treated this one a bit better, but yeah, that's solid. I mean the amount of power that was coming out of that was pretty insane. Yeah, very impressive. So the tattoo one just out of interest, is sitting at 3.8 volts, but it just hasn't really got the beans anymore. That one, not for this sort of, not for this sort of drone anyway. So back now, that was a lot of fun. So verdict on these batteries, I think these batteries are pretty good. Definitely got the punch. I mean, you're not going to be using that amount of current as, you know, what I was doing there in a normal kind of FPV drone, like, you know, something like a Nazgul or something like that. You're not going to be reaching that sort of level of current. This is quite a hot setup because it's like a sort of racing style drone, albeit not as crazy as some of the ones out there, but it is a pretty hot setup. So these batteries, I think, will give you a decent amount of runtime on like a normal FPV drone, because obviously the voltage is held that much higher. And I think it's just a solid choice. These are like 25 quid, so it's not exactly, they're not expensive batteries. So if you're gonna sort of think, oh, I need a couple of new batteries, give these a try for sure and see what you think. But I mean, from what I've seen here, they're pretty decent. They are pretty good. So yeah, that just about wraps this one up. As I say, there's more RC stuff coming because I've been doing some heli stuff as well. I've got an OMP M1 which I've been flying around. It's quite refreshing to do a bit of line of sight stuff and get those skills up. Still got to do a video on that as well, and I've done a little FPV setup for that as well, which is quite interesting, flying helis FPV. It's quite different. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you next time.